Hi everyone and welcome back to tonight's episode of Build the Titanic. Yes, we're going to be doing issue number 57 today. I have shifted the days because I've got a feeling Thursday we might get the Infinity Gauntlet. So I'm keeping Thursday free for that. If it doesn't arrive by Thursday, we'll jump over to 58 from the Titanic or another, perhaps work backwards to fill some of the gap that we've got. But I have got a feeling that the Infinity will be turning up very soon. As you can see in issue 58, we've got decking for the boat deck, the first class smoking room, decking for the roof of the smoking room, benches, vents, cows and screws. Moo! I couldn't resist that. You know when it's, they said cows, so why not? Titanic postal service there. A complete postal service was available to passengers on board Titanic, including a storeroom for parcels and a posting sorting office. And then you get that lovely logo of White Star Line there with RMS Line there. And look at that, delivering to New York City. United States Postal Service via Royal Mail Service. That's really cool. Okay, so then we're going to be doing into the fourth tunnel, which is really good. Just assembling that all up. This one has a little slit in there, so if you look at this part, this one has like a little vent in, so it's really interesting that it has a vent, because I don't think the others had it, so it was really interesting. Okay, and then obviously assembling that all up, and then we should have something that looks like this. I am told from Marcus that the fourth one was to do with to let steam out from the kitchens. And then obviously if you remember this little baby that we did in a previous issue, we'll be putting the funnel onto the other end of that. And I've got my Gorilla Super Glue back, yes, at long last. So I'm going to try and not glue the head off. Because as we all know, it does tend to dry the head up a bit. So we've also got ourselves some DP, they're tiny little buggers, and then we've also got a pack of AP screws. So let's bring over what we need to do first. We've got these two parts here. As you can see, this is the quality in this. This is going to be the full funnel, the last of the funnels that we're going to be doing. Can you believe it? So obviously making sure that these two holes are at the back to line up with these two, because obviously we're going to be putting some accessory things into that. And this is where we have to pinch it, if you remember. So we have to really wrap that round to line it up to get that to go through the hole, which is a tight fit, but we'll see how we get on with that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get my little screwdriver. I've got a feeling we can get our wow stick on this. So I'll just get that as well. Let me see if I've got a small head for this. This is a really tiny screw. I reckon probably the nearest we've got is probably this one here. That looks like the bargain bucket there. So we'll see what we can do on that. We'll pump it up anyway if we need to. And these are going to be going in with DP screws. These are absolutely, that's got to be the world's tiniest screw. But we'll try our very best on this. So I'm going to get that onto there. And then I'm going to try and give it a go with this one. We've got to line this up very carefully. Once we get the first in, it should be okay. But it's going to be a bit of a challenge getting this to line up, I think. I can just about see the hole. Yeah, it looks like it goes into that one. So, okay, let's see what we can do here. Oh, look at that. First time, yeah, man. Oh, wow. But you may have noticed I've just put it upside down. So we've got to reverse that out. Whoops. So that goes that way. So let me try that again. So we'll do this one again. But at least we know the wow stick can do it. That's the good thing. So let's put that there. Look, whoops. We'll load this one up onto here. Cool, blimey, this is a, it's trying to see the hole that's the problem, because I think I've got it just about. Okay, so, because it slips on me as well, that's the problem. You need a good grip like that. Ooh. lovely. Yeah, that does it, I think. Yeah, that's perfect. So I'm going to do the other one as well, just to, actually we might just work down the one side for the minute. Now I believe the second one doesn't get screwed. We then go into the third hole, which is this one just opposite the semicircular one. So we'll get that up as well. Okay, so that's going into about, because it will still move, you see, because it's not, it's a little bit on the slidey side of this. I think we've got a good, whoa, you little bugger. Knew that would do that. Okay, so screw that through there. Yeah. Okay, and then it looks like we miss out the fourth one, and then we go into that third one down there. We'll just get that one out. So I might magnetise that actually. Okay, lovely. So this one looks like it's going into that third hole there, or the fourth hole if you like. Such a tiny screw, it's, I don't think I've got a smaller head than that. Trouble is, the screwdriver's so heavy, because obviously it's got battery in it as well, but yeah. Okay, that's them three. So now we've got to do it all over again, but pricing this one shut now. So this takes a really good, so let me just get to that, because I don't know what that is. So yeah, this one takes a bit of a gamble, this one. So really, really good. Okay, so let's load that up. So get that screw there. Cool, wouldn't want to lose these screws. Really have to compress it to get that to shut. It's this is, once we get the top one in, we're flying, but I think I might go for, I think previously I did the third one in, didn't I? So if we do that one first, it might help us a bit. Because that then stops the resistance, you see, and then I can just sort of push that over a bit more. If it will let me. I'm going to try, I might have to do this one manually because I've got to try and prise it shut. I'm going to try this one. It's just a little bit perseverance on this one here. So I'll try it, but yeah, there we go, brilliant. It was just slightly on the angle there. I know it's swiveling the head a bit, but there's not really much low. I don't have a lower one than that, so that's probably our best bit. So, okay, lovely. And then we're going to put a screw through this side here, which is that one. So we'll just get one more DP screw. Just get that loaded up. Put that one there, won't it? Okay, that one goes into here. Whoops. Can't believe this is like the full funnel. But people are saying that we're going to be getting the hole soon, so what's happened here? Right, yeah, we're going to have to do that manually again because it just needs a bit of muscle into that one. Yeah, there we go. Brilliant. Okay, so that's our first bit of the funnel done. Fantastic. So as you can see, we've got 2 at the top, 2 down here, and 2 there, which looks really good. You do have that horrible seam mark, but there's, I mean, we can't price it together any more than that, unfortunately. It is what it is. Okay, so next what we need to do is we need to get our little stay collar, which is this part here. And we're going to put, as you can see, you've got ridges here. We want it so that the holes, I suspect, are facing downwards. There is detailed holes on here, but we're going to do that way. That's going to go over the top, over the bottom, down like so. And then that's going to feed into the top of here. So I don't think there's a preference as to which way, but there is like a, nah, okay, I thought that was D-notch, but that goes in the top like that. It's really weird because I was watching the film on the 15th of April, so it feels weird doing like building this again. So yeah, it's really weird, really. But yeah, okay, so then we're going to get our 2 little rods, which look like this. And I think we've got another one that looks like that. No, it's this part here. Okay, so that part, and it looks as if, whoops, it looks as if, I believe this got feeded onto this, didn't it? Oh, good God, look at them white. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. It says to apply a little bit of glue, but I don't know. It's up to you if you want to put glue on this part, but I think it will stay there quite snug. So it's going to go something like that. But I think that will stay in there, you know. But it's entirely up to you if you feel like you need to put glue on there. That's pretty tight. The one down here could do with a little bit of assistance. So we'll just mix up some glue. Now we do have a nozzle on this, so we can put a little bit. I think what I will do then is, seeing as that one needs glue, we'll just put few blobs on here. I'm going to try my best to keep this bottle straight and up, because if this tilts, the lid will get sealed on it. So I've missed this glue so much, because this glue allows me to put on as much as I want or as little as I want. Oh, a little bit too much there, but let me just get this in. Try not to knock that bottle of glue. And then that one goes in there. Just give that a little bit of bond, so I'll just hold that a bit, and don't want to push it too much. But what we may have to do is clip that ladder back, because we know that the ladder got jammed on the tank, but we'll have to have an inspection of that and see whether that is the case there. So I'm just going to screw the lid back on there. Okay, and then this goes into the tank, but before we do that, we need to get ourselves the little platform. Now this has a little slit on it so that it feeds into that little slit there. So what it will do is it will feed into that channel just like that. Doesn't sit there very snug, but there is like a little bit of a gap, but I'm happy it does it. It sits there, it does what it needs to do. And we're going to pop a little bit of glue onto that as well. So we'll just get a bit more glue. Lift that up a bit. Okay, and just put a dollop, just a small bit onto that section. That's probably a bit too much, but better enough than not. And then that's going to go into here. Now I was looking on Amazon, they've got this clear drying glue very similar to that brush on, so I might invest in that next time, but I've so missed this bottle of glue. I mean, as you know, I tried to order it previously, and then I got a message saying that the courier damaged it. So to finally get another bottle after all this time is quite great. And that will last me probably a good old month, depending on how much we have to glue and stuff. But that's looking like that, which is really, really good. Really, really good. So I think sorry, I'm just looking at the manual. So yeah, I'm just having a think here, because these ladders go through it, but we both know that when we put this through, it was jamming on there. So let me see how far that clips back. So it depends how far they want us to push it in. That's the problem, because we don't want to push it too much that it's going to stick to the inside of the the inside of the thing. We know that goes there, we know that one goes there, we know that one goes there, and that one goes in there. I reckon we should leave it like that. If we was to push that too much, it's going to stick to that tank. So, but the way they've got that ladder looks like, yeah, it's quite a way out actually. So what we'll do is we'll put the tubing on, and then we'll do that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I think we'll need a bit more glue. Now the reason I flicked that is because there was a bit of a dollop on it. I tried to resist the urge of putting too much glue on, so okay, so it looks like, yeah, there we go. Goes in there, and then that one, oh, God's sake, goes in there, that one into there. What was going on with this? Just needs a bit of holding, that's why. Just needs a bit of bond. Just hold that shut a bit. So we'll hold that there for a couple of minutes. It should stick pretty quick. So yeah. Oh, brilliant. Can't believe we're doing this for the last time on the funnels. But remember, is that supposed to be hooked over like that? What's happening with that? Seems to be like lopsided and all over to one side, but it's how it wants it, I suppose. But I would have thought that'd be centralised, but it is what it is. By the way, thank you to the chap, I think your name was Rob Langley, for informing me about the what was it, the handles on the Eddie Sow bar. I have stripped that and I've redone it, so the handles are now on the internal side, and you'll see that in a cover video on Wednesday when we do the next issue. That again might be changed because the schedule is a little bit hit and miss this week, because I'm keeping slots free just in case that Marvel Infinity thing comes. Okay, so once we've done that, we've then got to put this one on, which is this section here, and that's just going to go over the top now and sandwich it. So it'll go into there. I think it only needs to sort of like touch it. I'm not too fussed. I don't really want to push it, because I think the error we did last time is we pushed it too much, so the prongs were coming through the inside and then touching that tank, and we had so difficult trying to get that tank out. So we don't need to push it too much, but I'm just going to put a blob, just a tiny speck on each part of the glue, just to tack it in. It's probably best to tack it on the side, because if you're doing it on the top, it's not going to stick to nothing. You need to do it on the side where it's going to stick. And then we might just do a blob there and a blob there. So then we can then put that into there. Come on, that goes in there. We've got to work so quick here because it's going to start to dry up on me. I need what's that, C14? Okay, we'll try that for a minute. I remember that this is quite a tricky situation, because we had to get this all in before it sort of like set it on us. These little pegs have got a mind of their own. So let's put that one in there, come on, yep. Then that one's gonna go into there, and I think that one goes at the top somewhere in there, doesn't it? Yeah. I can tackle that later, but for some reason we're having a little bit of difficulty with these longer ones. As I said, I don't want to push it too much in, because I've got a feeling if we push it too far, it's going to cause problems with the tank. So let me bond these ones, and then I'll play around with the top ones in a minute. But looking at this, right, that's what the problem is. It's just missed it in this side. Right, okie doke. So I can just sort of, I'm very careful, I can manoeuvre that slightly in. Oh, crap. Come on, go in the hole. Just a little bit more. I'm not going to force that, but it looks like it's in the hole now. And then this one into there. If it's not all the way in, you know, I'm not too fussed as long as it's on the where it needs to go. And then that one goes up the top there. Do you know what? I'm happy with that. I'm not I'm not fussed if it's not too far out, but these top ones, I don't really want to go back in and then touch them, but I'll try and just see if I can get that a little bit closer. That one's gone in a little bit more, and then we'll see if we can get, that one might have bonded slightly, but I don't want to go back in that and disturb that. But yeah, so you see the difference. They've not come all the way through on this one, which is great, because now we've got a clear shaft where the tank will go in and it won't get stuck. And I think that's where we made the mistake last time. We pushed it too through much and it's rubbing on the tank. But that looks pretty damn good in my opinion. Okay, so that's that part there done. And then what we've got to do on this part is, I've just realised we're missing a part. So let me see if I can find that. I don't know if it's, I know we've got this part here, but I'm sure we had another part. We'll just see if I can have a look, because the part we're referring to is that part there. There's like a little shaft thing that goes in the top. So let me see if I've got that in the cupboard. Oh God, that's new. What that was. Yeah, there it is, look. No, that's not it. Okay. That's annoying. Okay, well, I can cover that in a different video, that's not a problem, but for some reason that's not in here. That's not a problem, I can cover that then in a different video if need be. I'll cover it, but there's a little shaft thing that sits, it's like this, but it's like a little shaft thing that sits in the top. The bit I'm referring to is that little part there. I'll just have another quick look, but I'm pretty damn sure. Pretty sure that we. That's annoying because I think I put it in here, but that's a bit annoying. Okay, I'll have to go on the hunt for that, but we'll get the rest in anyway. I'll cover that in the next video, and then what will eventually happen is you'll get something that looks like this. And what happens is that little vent sits on the top. So it's just this part here that's gone walkabouts, but I can cover that in the next video, and this just goes on the top eventually. But because it hasn't got that thing inside there, just to give you an example, it will rest something like that on the top once we've found that little thing, which is annoying because I knew I had that here. But anyway, let's move on. Let's not ponder on that too much. Why have we got, oh, I really thought we had to put that there, but oh man, thank God for that. So, okay, let's get that one done. We can put C14 back, and then we will get our other one, and this feeds up into them three, as you can see, and we'll put a bit of glue on here as well. Oh crap. And then that will go on the back here. Oh, it's so lovely to get this on. I've been waiting for the glue, you see, because I was going to start last night, but this thing is completely knackered because the lid's sort of getting there, but I hate liquid glue. Gel glue is great because it will dry. Even if you pour a bit over your hand, it's not going to bond immediately because it's a gel, it's not liquid, but that's in there. That's looking like a proper funnel now, isn't it? And then what we've got to do is to bring in a section that we did last time, which was this little section. And then it's going to be, it looks like we're facing that one. And we've got two like prong things here, which are going to feed into these two holes. And that's going to go into there like so. And then we've got to screw this underneath with the other one. Let me, whoa, there's glue there. Did that get on that? No. Lucky I noticed that, eh? But let me get another one I'm going to just upgrade the head a bit. So these are an AP screw. I think we'll get away with this is a 4.0 by the looks of it, so we'll try that. I think I want to work with this more, so we'll put that away and we'll use this AP screw. Oh look, it's there, look, hiding behind my coffee. There it is. See, I told you I had it. Right, we'll go back and do that in a minute. Little thing, it was hiding from me. Oh, brilliant. Oh yeah, look, I'm getting the hang of this now. I'm so happy. I knew I had lost this because it was around the back of my craft desk. And I found it and I was like, do you know what, I want to use that more. Oh yeah, look at that. Getting used to it now. See, if you do it too much, the screwdriver will take over and try and rip it out your hand, but that's on. Okay, lovely. So we just need to do a little adjustment. So we put the AP screw through there. That does complete the issue, but I just want to go back over and cover a step here. So this is, I don't know where these two holes will fit at the moment, because obviously I reckon that will go on the back of the tank, but for some reason, obviously they've not asked us to put the tank in yet for whatever reason, but obviously that's going to sit down there. This one actually, it feels like something's on it. That looks, it's not like lopsided. What's going on here then? I don't understand why you would have two holes underneath it, but it is lopsided a bit. But anyway, something's not right with that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Brilliant. And then obviously this will go, it says the interior of the funnel inside cap. So obviously these there's little grooves here and they fit into, I don't know if you can see that, but there's like little slots there. It wants it so that the hole here is facing the hole of the ladder. So it will sit something like that, I should imagine. But yeah, interesting why it's not asked us to put the tank in. But there we go, another issue abolished. Brilliant. I quite enjoyed that. And apparently there's tank coming up now. So what's going to happen is, because obviously the gauntlet's on its way. Let me just screw this up. Really enjoyed that. Because the gauntlet's on its way, I'm not going to put lights on it again, because obviously I'm working in daylight at the moment at approximately 4:15. So I'm not going to bother with the lights yet, but obviously that's that issue complete in all its glory. I'm pleased that we've been able to attach it to the oh shit, there's a bit of glue there, but that's fine. I know, I'm pleased we've been able to attach it onto here and get that all tickety-boo, that's all in. And then obviously we might have to put the tank in at a later date, but that completes that. So as you can see, nice little issue, really enjoyed that. And that's the last of the funnels. So obviously I still got to do a third funnel, I think, because I've got another one of these in the cupboard. So I assume I've got to do a third funnel somewhere. Now, Rod Adams, you mentioned something about, am I going to do anything for the light bleed? With me, I'll assess it when we get round to whatever goes underneath here. If I feel that it needs a modification, I will do that. If not, then I'll keep it as it is. But I don't think at this moment in time I'm going to make an adjustment. From what I can see. So obviously next week, which I have actually got, which is issue 58, is this one here. That's issue 58. So the problem is with this one is it's doing decking, but I think I think we do this part, I've got that, but then we go into, I think there's some sort of joining up going on here, so I might have to work backwards now, but either way there'll either be Titanic or there will be Marvel Gauntlet on Thursday, but I just wanted to keep Thursday free just in case it did turn up, and then we can get going with that. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Issue number 57. Remember, it's never too late to get this. If you want to get this for yourself, head over to Partwork's website and you can order all the single issues on there. It probably is a little bit too late to subscribe because they will start you from the current issue. But I'm really enjoying that. I think that was really, really lovely, and it's gone together so much nicer. But yeah, wow. It's nice as well because I don't think previously we had a panel that we could, I think we built the tank and then we had to like sort of move it and do some more decking, but this one we've been able to do that and then screw it up, which is great. But anyway, that's issue 57 coming up tomorrow. You're back to Harry Potter, and we'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.